A lot more work is required to get MPs to back Theresa May's Brexit deal, Jeremy Hunt has said, amid uncertainty over whether it will be put to a vote for a third time this week. The Foreign Secretary said there were encouraging signs that opponents of the deal were slowly coming round, but he said another vote would only be held before Thursday's EU summit if ministers were confident of victory. A number of Brexiteers have signaled they will continue to oppose the deal. Former Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson called for further changes to the terms of withdrawal, which the EU has rejected, while 22 Tory MPs have written to the Daily Telegraph saying that leaving without any agreement, known as a no-deal exit, would actually be a good deal for the UK. Although the PM's plan is expected to be voted on for a third time in the coming days, the BBC's political editor Laura Kuenssberg said the situation remained highly unpredictable. She said it was eminently feasible the PM would delay a vote until after Thursday's summit, at which European leaders will discuss a UK request to extend the Brexit process and delay the UK's departure. What's the current state of play? Last week, MPs rejected Theresa May's deal for a second time, this time by 149 votes, and then backed plans to rule out leaving the EU without a deal. They also voted in favor of an extension to the process, either until June 30th, if the deal is supported before March 20th. Or a longer one that could include taking part in European elections if MPs reject their plan again. All 27 EU member states would have to agree to an extension. The BBC's Europe editor Conte Adler said there were growing divisions within the EU about the length of any delay or what conditions should be attached. Ministers redoubling their efforts. The possibility of Brexit being delayed or overturned in another referendum has seen some MPs reluctantly back Mrs May's deal. A group of 15 Tory MPs from leave-backing constituencies, including former Brexit Secretary David Davis, wrote a letter urging colleagues to back the deal to ensure Brexit goes ahead. Speaking as he arrived in Brussels for a meeting of EU foreign ministers, Mr Hunt welcomed the fact strong critics of the deal were now prepared to support it in order to prevent the risk of paralysis. I think there are some cautious signs of encouragement, he said, that there is a lot more work to do. That is why we will be redoubling our efforts this week. Asked if a third vote would definitely happen before Thursday's EU summit, he said he hoped it will, but we have to be confident we will get the numbers. Are Tory MPs changing their minds? So far the number of Tories publicly switching positions falls far short of the 75 MPs Mrs May needs to switch sides. John Barron and Priti Patel both told Sky News they would only considering supporting the deal if there were 11th-hour changes to the backstop, a fallback plan to avoid physical checks on the Irish border. Writing in his weekly Daily Telegraph column, Mr Johnson warned the UK would be humiliated if there was not a radical change of approach, while Peter Bone told the BBC that leaving on March 29th remained the default position in law and was, in his opinion, the favourite outcome. Jacob Rees-Mogg, chair of the European Research Group of Tory Brexiters, said he was waiting to see whether the Democratic Unionists would swing round behind the deal before deciding which way to vote. But he said he still believed leaving without any agreement was the best option, telling LBC it means, "We will have restored our nation's independence." What about the DUP in Labour? Senior ministers have indicated the support of the DUP's 10 MPs, whose votes prop up the Conservative government, remains crucial. Negotiations with the Northern Irish Party are expected to continue on Monday, although Downing Street said a formal meeting to try and get them on board was not scheduled. DUP MLA Jim Wells told BBC Radio 4's Today the party still had a huge difficulty with the existing backstop arrangements, designed to prevent a hard border on the island of Ireland, but which opponents say will separate Northern Ireland from the rest of the UK. He said, "We could find ourselves locked in there forever in effect, and once you get in, you can never get out." Meanwhile, Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn will have a series of meetings with other Westminster leaders and some influential backbenchers in an effort to find a cross-party compromise.